Hi everyone, my name is Carla Yorca. I'm a licensed massage therapist in health living program, Reiki master, sound therapy practitioner, biomagnetic practitioner too. So welcome everyone.
So as you can see, everybody, today we are going to be learning and talking about the root chakra, the Muladhara chakra. And you might be wondering, what is a chakra in the first place? So Carla, you want to take it away?
Okay, so as you know, a chakra is a center of energy in our body. So it's represented in yoga, shavasana, and meditation. A chakra can be translated to wheel of this of energy. So we have 7 main chakras in our body, which those chakras are aligned to the base of the spine through the crown of the head. So you can see me, but I'm trying to do my movement. So when the chakras are open or closed, or they don't have balance, so it can make your body sick in the different ways, emotionally, physically, or spiritually.
Yes, so we refer to them as discs because they are spinning energetically one way or the other. And that is sort of how Carla, as a Reiki master, is able to tell in which your chakras are closed or open. Brief history, just really quickly, about the chakras, right? They have been known to be studied and believed for thousands and thousands of years. And only recently have we started to see actual research being put into place, studying chakras and what that actually looks like within our body scientifically. So it's really cool stuff. But like I said, we're focusing on the first chakra today, the root chakra. So put in the chat right now, where do you think the root chakra is in the body? So we have a little silhouette here. I'll look at the chat. Tell me, where do you think? Tailbone, base of the spine. I see some of y'all know already. So yes, so the root chakra, I'm gonna stand up so you can see, let's see if you can see me. Root chakra is gonna be right here, tailbone, right in the booty. Right at the tailbone, sit bones, basically, and we'll feel it in a second. So located at the base of the spine. So this chakra is related to the earth. So each chakra has a different element that it's related to, but this one is related to earth. It has everything to do with grounding and stability, a sense of safety, a sense of connection to our physical body, being here in the now with our physical body, taking care of all of our foundational needs, survival instincts, our primal needs, things like that. The symbol for this chakra, as you can see on the silhouette here, it is a lotus flower with 4 petals. In case you want to visualize something when you are meditating on this chakra, you can visualize this symbol. But this is a chakra that I've always said is very much related to anxiety. So if I'm going to relate it to like a real world thing that we face every day, all the time, anxiety is going to be a really great word to place. Has everything to do with fear and lack of stability, or feeling like you are not feeling stable. So it might not be the truth, it might not be your reality, but whatever you are experiencing in your thoughts and identifying with, it's coming out in this root chakra, and it could be unbalanced, which we'll talk about in a second as well. So before we talk about the imbalances, I wanted to talk about how to balance and open the root chakra. So balancing it has everything to do with tapping into your safest place. Like think about like where you feel the safest and most connected and grounded. So a couple of things that you can do here are going to be spending time outside. Like we said, earth is the element that opens and balances the root chakra. So if anyone's ever heard of earthing, it's basically just walking barefoot outside, but doing that more often to feel a sense of grounding, connection, and being here physically in the present moment. You can also organize your room. That sounds a little random, but it has everything to do with your environment, right? So like, do you feel safe in your environment? Do I feel like I know where everything is and I can expect where something that I need is going to be, and things like that. But generally speaking, you want to try to invest in things that make you feel safe and therefore make you feel happy. Safety, foundations, everything like that has everything to do with the root chakra. A couple more things that I can mention that are not on here would definitely be to focus on your foundational needs. So have you had, a good thing to eat today? Are you nourishing your body? Have you had enough water to drink? Have you exercised? Are you nourishing your physical body so that you can better serve your mental health and your mind as well? So think about stability, grounding, everything here in the now.
Okay. With imbalance, when the chakra, well, as you know, when the chakra is imbalanced, you can feel, like we said before, it can be emotionally or physically. This chakra control mostly your adrenal gland and your excretion system. So, which the excretion system and the other one removes waste from your body. Also, this chakra is connected to your bones, nails, gonads, colon, prostate glands, and blood. So what, like Victoria said before, it's related to anxiety. When the chakra is imbalanced, so you can have more anxiety, you can feel fear, rejection, you can have problems in your sciatic nerve, and also you can have constipation. You can feel pain in your lower extremities, so that means your legs, feet, it can affect all that area. So for this chakra, I think it's good to have be more present in the moment, like Victoria said. If you can spend time outside, I think it's the best thing that you can do, and try to avoid that kind of anxiety that we feel all the time. And for this moment, that everything that is happening right now in the world, I think this is the best chakra that you can work on.
I was just about to say, we did it. So Carla and I barely really practice. We do this every year, but we're always on the same page with this, for sure. Can you hear me all right, by the way?
What?
Can you hear me? I feel like the internet connection is weird. Okay. So yes, root chakra right now is the biggest thing that we are experiencing and that we are seeing. I'm looking at the chat also, and that's why I'm laughing, because I just finished rewatching Avatar and the whole episode with the 7 chakras. Yes, it's a great episode. If you want to rewatch that one, it explains chakras very well. But the root chakra 100% has everything to do with how we feel in our world as well. Not only our bodies, but do we feel safe right now in the world? And unfortunately, we're experiencing a lot of instability, and all of our root chakras can definitely be affected by what happens.
I feel mine. I need balance.
Yes, yeah. And it's also sort of funny, I guess. Like, I don't know if anyone's experienced when you feel scared or anxious, like your fight or flight is turned on. Like, yes, you end up needing to go to the bathroom because your body is trying to let go of as much as it can in case you have to run. But it has, everything to do with your fear response, adrenal glands, root chakra, the poop and everything. It's all connected, y'all. It's all connected at the end of the day. Awesome.
The body, and also Victoria, I think the body talks to you all the time, and we have to be aware and listen to what the body wants to tell us. Sometimes we listen, but we don't, process.
I agree.
So I think we have to be more open to that and hear that little voice in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now the crystals and aromatherapy that are related with this chakra. The crystals: red jasper, smoky quartz, ruby, onyx, garnet, and hematite. Also, let me tell you, if you want to have like more energy in that chakra, if you want like more experience to open, the crystal that is good to wear, you can wear any red crystal with a combination with onyx or tourmaline. I have tourmaline today. So if you put it where the chakra is located, so in the base of your spine, when you do meditation, I think that is a good way to balance and open more that energy.
Yes, and if anyone went to the crystal workshop yesterday, hopefully you got a lot of good information from Selena in regards to how to use crystals. And if that's something that you still are unsure about, let us know in the chat and we can definitely review it. But in terms of the aromatherapy, yes, there was a crystal workshop yesterday. So in terms of the aromatherapy, we've listed 3 of the earthiest scents possible. So cedarwood, patchouli, and frankincense are going to be your key 3. And why these work for the root chakra specifically is because of their relationship with the element of earth. And so smelling these or using these in any way are very well known to reduce anxiety because of their relationship with the root chakra. And yes, we can go over crystals. Go ahead, Carla, take it away.
Somebody asking, Larine asking, can we over how to use crystals really quick? Okay, the crystal you can wear, you can put it. Well, I have one all the time. Victoria, people who knows me, I wear crystals all the time. I think it's more for protection, or sometimes if you feel like you want to use a particular one, you can have it with you. It is important when you buy a crystal, it's good to cleanse the crystal first. So the way that I do it is I put it in sea salt water and I leave it there for 24 hours, so one day, and then that's it. The crystal is cleansing, and if you want to charge the crystal, you can put it in the sun or in the full moon. Okay. The way that you can wear it is what I say. You can put it any place where you want to have it, or when you do meditation, you can put it in the area that you need energy that day, or in the chakra that you feel that needs energy.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
So I found a red crystal in my crystal collection, but I'm not sure like what crystal it is. Carla, can you tell? It's more red in person than it looks on the camera, but
looks like yellow, right? In the camera?
It looks more, it's more red in person, but my camera makes everything really gray and white for some reason. I'm gray and white myself too.
Maybe,
but like, do you know what crystal this is? Because I've been wondering.
Maybe citrine, right?
I can't, yeah.
No, it's red, it's red.
Yeah.
So I think it's one of the on the list.
Okay.
It might be a smoky quartz if you want to like maybe take a screenshot of what we have and then Google the images for each one.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
And then see which one it looks the most like, because it's hard for us.
Or when you see me, when you have a massage, take it with you and show
me. Okay, sounds good.
Yes. So yeah, that's basically the very quick rundown on using crystals and everything like that. I love everyone's crystal chat in the chat. And I'm not sure if Selena recorded the workshop yesterday. If she did, then I will definitely help her upload. Okay, this is the fun part. So healing foods. Now, we know already that with our nutrition, it is extremely important to eat a variety of foods. And a great way to make sure that we are doing this is by eating a rainbow of foods. And that also correlates with the rainbow of chakras. So even if you don't want to eat well because you just love all your junk food, do it for your spiritual health and your physical health. It all correlates together. So I want everyone now to just fill up the chat with red foods, as many red foods as you can think of. There's obviously some on the screen, but there are some that you maybe don't see on the screen. For sure, we got strawberries, tomato, apples, cherries, peppers, pomegranate, watermelon, red potatoes, cranberries, yes.
Raspberries.
And raspberries. Red beans are up here. Red grapes definitely can count.
Red peppers.
Some plums can be red, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Radishes.
Okay.
Oh. Meat, yes, meat counts. So things that are red in nature. red in nature for sure. Meat.
You see, everybody put more like fruit than another kind of stuff, right?
Tuna and red beans. Yes, those are all good ones.
Some
Red
sushi.
quinoa.
Sushi. Sushi.
There's tuna. Yeah, I think. Oh, and the blood oranges are up there on the picture as well. So yeah. So eating red foods taps into the color of the chakra, helps to open, but also you're just eating well. And we all want to make sure that we're eating well because that taps into our physical body and our physical needs as well. Yeah, great job, everybody. So if you know us, you know we love a good little journaling session, y'all. So grab a paper or your phone, whatever you would like to journal on today. And I want you to choose one or multiple of these prompts so that you can tap into how you can balance the root chakra. I'm going to read them out loud, so just give me a second here. The first one is, what keeps me grounded? What makes me feel secure? What nourishes me? And then we get a little bit deeper, we get a little spicier. What am I afraid of people knowing about me? If I felt secure and grounded within myself, I would. If I knew I wouldn't fail, I would. So starts with something a little simpler, and then it moves into something a little bit deeper. So I want everyone to take the next 5 minutes I'm going to give you to journal, and I will put my chill music back on.
That's important.
If you have any questions, please let us know, but I'll give you the next 5 minutes to journal on these topics. so go ahead and write your last couple of lines, and then come back to the workshop, y'all. So does anybody want to share? It could be in the chat, or you could unmute yourself. Anyone want to share something that they wrote? Anything at all. Could be a couple words or a sentence.
I don't know, but I love your song because it's like Pachamama. Everything is related to ground chakra, to your root chakra.
Yes. Silver, did you want to share?
Yeah. I wrote down, for example, with the prompt that said, if I felt secure and grounded within myself, I would. I think I would feel at peace and I would be more able to let go of my worries. And I think that feeling grounded will also help me feel presence and therefore enjoy things more.
Nice. Did somebody else want to share?
Yeah. I was going to say that in the last one, if I knew I wouldn't fail, I would be more trusty of my random ideas and my intuition.
You have to listen to your intuition.
Yeah, but
it's what I say, that sometimes we don't listen all the time. But for example, in my case, when I feel like I don't have to go to I don't know, for example, if I have to go to any place and then something tell me, don't go, I don't go. Because it's something that, I don't know, it's an energy. Someone is want to communicate with you in another way. So it's a protection at the same time.
Yes.
I also think that if you knew that you wouldn't fail, I feel like we would all take way more risks.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, if you think about it, it's all a mental thing. It's all like our mental ideas that holding us back from taking those risks. Because if you look at it from the bigger picture, you can, in fact, be certain, because the universe always does what's for your highest good. So if you know that whatever happens is for your highest good anyway, you might as well just relax and take the risk anyway. If you think about it.
I do want to take a second and say, there is such thing as your chakra being too open and it going the other way,
I've never heard of that.
Being way too open also, and that might mean that you're taking too many risks. You're not taking your safety into consideration. It could be that you are, just not putting your safety like at the back burner, basically. So, when you are in balance is when you start to really know what is good for you, what is safe for you, what are the risks that you can take, where you're not fearful, but you are secure. Does everyone see that different?
Yeah.
And then Kanisha, what do you mean, wouldn't that allow negativity in your life? Taking more risks, is that what you're saying? Yeah, if you took too many risks, if you went balls to the wall, right, and took way too many risks, then you could have an overactive chakra, is sort of like the way that we say it. So that's something to keep in mind.
Okay.
Awesome. Anyone else want to share before we move on?
In conclusion, to have your chakra too open is bad and too close is bad at the same time. So you have to have a balance.
Yes. The yin and the yang, everybody. We always want some balance in our lives.
It's the hard part, to have balance, everything.
Okie dokie. So I am going to pop on my AirPods. Can everyone still hear me? Can everyone hear me all right? Yes? Great. Okay. I was looking at Carla's face and Carla just like had a blank face, so I wasn't sure. Yeah, you were gone. All right. Carla, can I ask you to mute yourself for this?
That's why. Sorry.
Okay. It's okay. All right. Carla, my love, I'm muting you just so that we can all hear me clearly for this part. But I appreciate all of the yeses in the chat for everyone saying that they can hear me well. So this is the components of opening and balancing the chakra that has to do with the mantra. So mantra would just mean it's the sound. So this is the sound of this chakra. And so this is another way that you can open and balance the chakra, is by repeating this mantra. And the one for this chakra, for the root chakra, is Lam. So not a lamb, but a lam. And it's the same thing if you've ever heard of someone chanting Om. Same thing, but it's Lam. So everyone is muted. Obviously, we can't do this together. I wish we could. This is like one of my favorite parts of the workshops normally, is when we all chant the mantra together. I'm going to go ahead and do it so that you can hear me clearly. If there's people in your house and you don't want to do it, don't worry. Just listen to me chanting it. If you are alone, I 100% encourage you to do this mantra. It can be very, very freeing and very nice to really get into the chanting of the mantra. It's sort of like a form of sound therapy as well, even though we're going to do sound therapy a little bit later too. All right, everyone sit nice and tall. You're either in your seat, you're on the floor, I'm on the floor. And start by taking a couple of deep breaths. Take a long inhale, long exhale. Take another one just for good measure. Long inhale. Long exhale, let go. Now, the next deep breath we're going to take, go ahead and take a long inhale in together. And then with your exhale, you will do the mantra of Lam, long like that. And we'll do it 3 times. Ready? So everyone, take a long inhale in together. Fill up. Lam. Inhale, fill up. Lam. Last one, take a long inhale. Lam. And then notice your breath. Notice the sounds, the vibrations. And then you can either repeat this affirmation after me or just listen to me say it. But I'll give you some time to repeat it after I say it. I am peaceful, protected, and secure. I am safe always. I am loved, and I love my body. Let's do it together one more time. I am peaceful, protected, and secure. Repeat. I am safe always. I am loved, and I love my body. And whenever you feel like your root chakra is out of balance, or if you just feel like you are not here sometimes physically, I always invite everybody to repeat affirmations like this. I am safe, I am loved, I am protected. I am safe, I am loved, I am protected. So these are your affirmations. This is your mantra, the sound of the chakra. And let's go ahead and transition into a quick yoga practice. So another way to open up the chakra is going to be doing a quick little yoga practice. And like I mentioned, I'm also a yoga teacher. So it is something that I love to do. I'm going to spotlight my video so that y'all can see me better. And go ahead and grab your mat, or you can just grab like a towel, a rug, whatever you guys want to do. And I'm gonna be back here, and that's why I put my AirPods in, so that everyone could still hear me while I'm all the way back here. Cool. All right, everybody. We're gonna start in seated. So if you are already seated, great job. You're already there. So come into your seated posture, cross-legged. And then I want you to, with your palms, take the fleshy part of your butt out from under you so that you're sitting on your sit bones. Feel those sit bones. Sort of like imagine like a spooky Halloween skeleton and and how they have those big bones at the hips. That's what we're sitting on. So remove the fleshy part from under your booty. Sit on your sit bones and then slightly tuck the tailbone under. Sit up tall, really create a connection to the sit bones from the spine. So see if you can notice that difference right away. Go ahead and bring your palms face down on the tops of your thighs in a more grounding posture here. So if we were face up, we are more in a receiving mode, face down, grounding. So let's get grounded. So palms to the tops of the thighs. Again, you can softly close your eyes or take a soft gaze. It is up to you. But I want you to just start by really noticing that root to earth connection. And start to bring your breath in and out through the nose. As you inhale, you allow your breath to travel down, filling up the belly with air. And then as you exhale, softly and slowly contract, allowing that air to release. Take 3 full body breaths here. As you inhale, send your breath down to the belly, fill up. And then softly release, exhale, let it go. Inhale, fill the belly up with air. And then exhale, softly release, releasing any tension in the shoulders, the face. Take one more just like that. Take a long inhale, really root down. And then exhale, allow the shoulders to drop down even more. Great job. Softly open the eyes. And we're going to come into tabletop all fours. So take your time. Land in your tabletop. Find your alignment, your foundation. Shoulders are stacked over the wrists. Hips are stacked over the knees. So create some easy movement here. And press away from your mat, from the earth, so that you take the weight out of the wrists. So actively pressing away. Keep a neutral spine here first. And then I really want to focus on the tailbone for obvious reasons today as we take our cat-cows. So as you inhale, I want you to really snake your head through, lift that tailbone as you create some space in the chest, lifting the chest, lifting the tailbone, cow pose, really breathe here. And then with your exhale from the tailbone, go ahead and tuck that tailbone under as you round the spine, belly button comes to spine, cat pose. Again, go ahead and inhale, drop the belly, allowing that tailbone to rise. And then as you exhale, you tuck the chin and the tailbone almost together, round through the upper back. Take one more, inhale, cow pose, roll the shoulder blades back in space, really lift the tailbone high. And then exhale, softly tuck and round, really feeling that grounding, that tucking under of the pelvis. Come back to a neutral spine position, curl the toes under, and then from the hips, you're gonna peel the hips up high and press back, downward facing dog. So in your downward facing dog, we won't be here for long. I just want you to pedal out the feet, allow the body to experience all kinds of movement here. And then once you feel like you've worked out all the little kinks, take a peek between your hands and begin to tiptoe to the top of your mat. Hang in a ragdoll just for a couple of breaths here, just to release the tension in the neck,
Maybe shake your head yes, shake your head no. Release that tension in the face, in the neck. And then slowly as possible, really grounding down through the four corners of all feet, I want you to slowly come up to stand. Using and drawing energy up from the earth. You'll hear me cue that a couple of times here. So come to your mountain pose, your Tadasana at the top of your mat. If your feet are not already, bring them hip width or shoulder width distance apart. Your palms face forward, hands out to the sides. And we're going to build our Tadasana. So this is the easiest yoga pose, I guess we can all agree. It's standing. But there are so many things that contribute to you being like a good mountain, a good Tadasana. So let's start with the feet. So everyone take a look down at your feet. If you're not barefoot, kick off your shoes, kick off your socks. I hope you're barefoot. We're looking at our feet. Even if it makes you uncomfortable, sorry. So start by grounding down through the top left corner of your right foot, so that big toe ball mound, and then find the same on your left foot. So press into both big toe ball mounds. Feel how that feels like. You can rock from side to side. Then go ahead and press into the pinky toe ball mound, and it might help to lift your toes here. So stay looking at your feet, lift the toes, the front two corners of your feet. And now ground down through the back corners where the heel is of your feet. So I sort of like to think of it like you're drawing a rainbow from one corner of the foot to the next. So from the big toe to the other side of the heel, from the pinky toe to the other side of the heel. How many ways can I explain how to ground your feet? So many. So our feet are good. Feet, we got down. Now, I want you to feel like you are energetically hugging your shin bones together. It's like impossible, but like think about it. It creates a little bit of an activation there. So hug the shin bones together. Lift the kneecaps by firming the thighs, the quads. So firm your quads, lift the kneecaps, and then shine your hip bones up towards the ceiling. So a slight lift in the hip bones. We don't want to drop our upper body behind us, but just as if you were just boop, pointing them towards the ceiling, that action really helps us to tuck the tailbone under. Awesome. So our lower body is feeling secure, right? Now, I want you to ground down again through those four corners of the feet, but more importantly, feel that upward current of energy from the inner arches of the feet as it travels up the sides of the shins and through the inner thighs. So feel that upward current of energy. Slightly tuck the tailbone under, relax the shoulders, shoulders away from the ears. And then now, last but not least, slightly bring your neck back in space. So we have a tendency sometimes to stick our head out like that. So just bring your head over heart, heart over pelvis. Tadasana pose, done. And now breathe, of course. Take a long inhale. Long exhale. Amazing. Now everyone bring your feet together to touch. We're gonna take chair pose. So on your next inhale, I want you to sweep the fingertips up and then sit low like you're sitting on a chair. So your knees are going to be a little above your ankles, but as long as you can still see your toes, you're good. Remember that action of tucking the tailbone under that we did, that allows the sort of downward current of energy to stay present. We won't be here for that long, I promise. Spin your pinky fingers in towards each other so that you externally rotate in the shoulders, and then allow that energy really to draw the tailbone down closer. Take a long inhale, fill up. Exhale, sit a little bit lower. Take one more inhale.
And then with your exhale from your tailbone, slowly come down back to seated. Great job. Go ahead and stretch the legs out in front of you, shake them out. Plant the feet so your knees are bent, facing the ceiling. And we're gonna take a really yummy seated forward fold. So we're not focusing on the hamstrings in this forward fold. So again, you can take the fleshy part out of the way of your butt, the glutes, sit bone to earth connection. Inhale, choked on my spit there. Inhale, sit up really tall. And then exhale, slowly begin to release, allowing the crown of the head to fall forward. You can clasp behind the thighs here, holding on to opposite forearms. And then the whole point here is that we want to feel that connection that comes from the tailbone, from the base of the spine, up through the lower back, mid back, upper back, and then finally through the cervical spine in the neck and the crown of the head. So if you're sending your breath anywhere, I want it to be there. So send your breath to the connection from the sit bones through the crown of the head. Take 3 full breaths here. Inhale, the belly fills up with air, sort of touches the inner thighs. And then your exhale slowly allows the crown of the head to drop a little bit more. Everybody take 1 more inhale, fill up with air. And then on your exhale, release the arms, slowly roll all the way back up to seated. Extend your legs out long in front of you. And this time, tuck the tailbone under. Arms come out in front of you as you slowly as you can roll all the way down to laying on your back, Shavasana. Your hands come out to the sides. You allow your toes to splay out to the sides. And you softly close your eyes. We're going to do a brief meditation into a sound therapy session. So get ready to relax. In your Shavasana, I want you to remove your tongue from the roof of the mouth, unfurrow your eyebrows, your jaw. With each exhale, you release and dissolve any and all tension in the body. Inhale, fill the lungs up with air. Exhale, feel the body grow just a little heavier. You might want to even imagine as if your body is starting to melt and mend with the ground beneath you. Can you imagine each and every limb, every point, and how it's connected to the earth, to the universe, and to your spirit? And then once you've settled into the heaviness of your body, bring your attention to the location of the root chakra at the base of the spine. Slowly begin to imagine a red glowing ball of energy. It starts small, but maybe you allow it to grow bigger with each breath, nourishing it with your breath. And then as you allow that ball of energy to grow even brighter, its aura takes over your entire body, your entire room, and then maybe you even experience it taking over the entire immediate vicinity that you are in. Your breath and your intentions fuel this energy source. And you have complete control over how you want to nourish and foster its growth. If at any point you feel like your thoughts are starting to become a little invasive, like you can't focus anymore, I want you to return to this ball of energy, okay? Return to the heaviness that your exhales provides you. And allow your body to be instead of do with every single breath. And we'll start with a couple minutes of sound therapy. Everybody take a long inhale, longer exhale. Go ahead and invite small movement back into the body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Nod your head from side to side. And then reach up and behind the head. Take a full body stretch to softly wake up the body. You can roll over into a fetal position on one side and then softly press up into seated, cross-legged, Anjali Mudra, hands at heart center. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. Together we will end our workshop with one shared breath. So no matter where you are, we're sharing this breath together. Everybody take a long inhale and sigh it out. Bring your thumb knuckles up to your third eye center, and together we bow to each other and say namaste. Hello everybody, welcome back to the end of our practice. Namaste to everybody. I hope that you felt a little bit more zen at the end of that. And we just want to open the floor now to questions that anybody might have. Camila lost track of time. That happens to me too sometimes when I meditate. Sophia at FIU, I believe they have their own virtual schedule with the rec center. So Wellness and Recreation Center will be where you can take yoga classes at FIU. I personally don't teach there, but I know some of the great teachers there. And then we were doing Disconnect to Reconnect, and that's over. But I currently teach at Casa Vinyasa. It's here in South Miami. But yes, we want to open the floor up now to questions that anybody might have, or things that you felt, experienced, shares, comments. You could chat, you can unmute.
I have a question. I have these from last year, and while I was meditating, I thought like I should repaint it. Is that
Definitely.
okay? Because at the same time, this was like something I did.
Yeah. And I mean, if you have paint, you might even want to like actually paint it yourself. Like with what we did there, we put the paper on it. So maybe if you want to repaint it. Yes, a wonderful way to really tap into a chakra is to color or paint that color.
Oh my God.
So that's a great one. Silver says she felt the heartbeat in her tailbone. You don't necessarily have to repaint it. Sometimes you can print out, right, the symbol as well and have it up. It's just seeing it, like being with it. Yes, Lauren, go in the grass. It's a beautiful day outside. Go barefoot, sit outside. That's a good way to get grounded in the body.
Yes.
Mind. That's a great one too.
Especially
Do you hold it to your tailbone? You can. So if you're laying down in Shavasana, you can place it where the root chakra would be, which in this case, it's going to be your pelvis. So you can place it there as well. I just put in the chat, by the way, while we're answering questions. If you did not check in earlier, please make sure that you check in. This is how I make sure that you are put down to receive your giveaway. If you come to 4 of the workshops, you get a free t-shirt. If you come to 6 of the workshops, you get the t-shirt and an aromatherapy spray. And this workshop also counts as part of our perks program. So I'm going to go ahead and put that up now so that you can see what that is about. And yeah, so you can see. So This is our HLP Perks program. And basically, if you attend one group session, one workshop, and one event in the month, you will get a giveaway at the end of the month. So these are all of our workshops and group sessions. If you want to take a screenshot of this right now, in conjunction with the giveaways that we're doing for each individual event and workshop, you will get another one. So if you love our free stuff, then, and if you already come to our events, then just make sure you check in and you'll be contacted to get your giveaway. And the reason we started with the root is because it is the first. So there is an order to the chakras, and it is the first chakra. And so in that episode of Avatar, actually, since someone mentioned it before, they explain that in order to open the rest of the chakras, you have to start with the order of them. So he explains it like a river, right? Like our ki, our chi, our energy works up like a river. So in order to, you know, open up the crown, the root has to be open. And so what happens is if, let's say, you got a Reiki session with Carla and she let you know that your solar plexus and your crown chakra were closed, you would need to start with the solar plexus before you do the crown, because the energy flows up that way. So hopefully that makes sense. I don't know if you have anything else to add to that, Carla.
No, that makes sense. All the time, if one chakra, for example, if the solar plexus is blocked, so your heart chakra, maybe it can have like a block of energy too. So we can
it works upwards. So yeah, great question, Leah. Does anyone else have any other questions or shares? Anything you felt, anything that now you want to do that you learned?
No questions, no comment.
Speak now, forever hold your peace. Awesome. Yeah, we did a lot of really good tailbone work with the yoga as well. Cool. Okay, everybody. Well, if you checked in already, and then you are free to go. I will be emailing everybody with the evaluation so that you can also let us know how it was. It'll just be like quick 5 questions just to, you know, get some feedback. But we will be doing the sacral chakra. I just put the link again, so you can check in right there. We will be doing the sacral chakra next Thursday at 3 p.m. Don't worry, Tamina, go ahead and practice, you know, what we just did today. The root chakra is very commonly out of whack, especially right now with the pandemic and with this election coming up. Our root chakras don't know what to do with themselves. So do everything you can.
And I think it's important that everybody knows that we can control what is happening outside, but you can control what is happening to you, to your body, to your energy. So we have to pay more attention to that. So our body is our temple. That's what I feel all the time. So protect your temple and take care of them.
Absolutely. So hopefully we'll see you all. Thank you. Hopefully we'll see you next week as well for the sacral chakra. If you can't make it, I will be recording everything and uploading them on YouTube. It just won't count the same way that we do for the perks and for the giveaways. So if you just want the education, you can always watch it later, but just make sure that you are coming to the live session in order to count for the giveaways. Sounds good? Awesome, possum.
Just a question. Are you gonna be there tomorrow if I wanna pick up the other giveaways for this one?
I'm not gonna personally be there tomorrow. The
No,
office is open. The office is
it's
open Monday through yeah, so right now we are open Monday through Friday 10 to 4. So if you have giveaways from other workshops and other sessions, as long as you've already been contacted by the host of that workshop, then you can go pick up the giveaways. Yes.
Great. But
Yeah.
Carla is not gonna be there, right?
No, but she will be there.
Oh, okay. Massage.
Massage.
Friday.
Thank you. I'll go for the next month. I'll go on day that Carla is there.
Awesome. Awesome,
Thank you,
Blossom.
guys.
Cool.
Bye.
Everyone, thank you so much for joining. I hope this was helpful. Namaste. We will see you soon. We'll see y'all around. And if you have friends that want to watch this, I will be uploading this in the next couple days as well. Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Um,
Bye.